Hey guys, hey loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to On the Couch with Yechi. That's not really the name, but I mean you're with Yechi and I'm on the couch, so we might as well just call it that, right? Anyhow, how I came up with this space was like so funny. I just been having a meeting and I used here for like the meetings. I just set up like my camera and I had to turn on my video and I looked really good. So I'm like, okay, if I look really good in like my laptop camera, I might look really good with like my camera on this couch because the light was hitting very well. That's how I came up with this space. You know, I like to change up like my filming setup, so I might continue doing this couch thing or I might just go back to the norm. Anyone works, okay? But yeah, I just wanted like a chill vibe for today's video. It was just gisting, we're just talking. It's nothing too serious, okay? I'm just going to be talking about how I build confidence as a content creator and how you also can build confidence as a content creator. Building confidence as a person and then as a content creator, it goes hand in hand sometimes, but I feel like there are differences and there are certain times that you feel confident as a person, but when it comes to your content, you're going back and forth. You know, there are times that you looked really good in that outfit, for example, but when you decide to make a video or when you want to put out the video on your page, you start to overthink like, oh, I mean, this. You start to see so many things wrong with it. You start to personalize it, and then before you know it, you're going down, and you go from being the consistent content creator that you want to being someone that just shows up when everything is perfect. Yeah, but of course, the journey of content creation is not a perfect one. You stumble, you get up, you stumble, get up, stumble again, get up. That's really how it is. So I'm just going to be talking from my own experience, things that I've learned on my journey as a content creator, and also from other people's journey as well. I started content creation at age 16, so I was pretty young and I had to build confidence for myself and also as a content creator. So I would be talking to you guys about building confidence and how I am where I am today. Yeah, when it comes to my confidence level with my content. So let's get rolling and show you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up because I'm about to drop gems. So do the right thing. So the very first thing that I learned on my journey is that knowledge is what makes the difference. Now, this even applies to your personal life if you're not a content creator. If you've ever been in front of people, like maybe in primary school or secondary school for a debate, you would understand when knowledge really plays. Because if you don't know what to say for a debate, you are going to greet your co-debaters probably 3 times and you will just be going on and on, like mixing your words, not knowing what to say. But when you know what you and your group members, you've deliberated on the point, you even know how to tackle your other team's point, you will flow smoothly. Like they'll even be clapping for you before you're done. That is where knowledge comes in. So as a content creator, for you to be more confident, you need to be knowledgeable, and knowledge comes in 2 ways. Knowledge about your niche. So if you're going to be doing beauty content, you're going to be doing fashion content, get knowledge, okay? Now, if I press record and I have not scripted a video, I'm just going to be talking a lot here and there. I would not be making any point. And when I watch that video, it's obvious that I'm not the most confident person. So when you're talking about skincare products you're using, you're giving advice to your audience, you're talking about things that are working for you on your skin. When you understand the ingredient list, what the ingredients are doing for your skin, you're not just babbling and say, oh guys, I like it works well, it's doing this for my skin. No, you're able to actually pass out more information and you appear confident. That's even the thing. Like, have you ever heard someone speak and they speak with so much grammar? You think that, oh wow, this person is really confident. They might be almost peeing their pants, but because they have their speech put together, they appear confident. So it's very important that you have knowledge. Now, knowledge of your niche, like whatever it is you're going to be talking about. Educate yourself from time to time. No matter how good you are, you still need to learn. Another thing is now knowledge of the art that you're in. So that is, as a content creator, you need to know about what's currently in season, how to edit properly, how to create properly. You know, there are some things that are just important that you know as a content creator. So when you're talking to brands, you're able to sell yourself better. You also need to have knowledge of your worth as a content creator. So you know when you're negotiating with brands, you know what you can offer, what you can deliver for them. So knowledge is what makes the difference. Now, knowledge is definitely not acquired in a whole day, but you have to create a system that you're constantly learning. So you're constantly learning about how to upgrade your skills. If your videos from 2 years ago and present video, if they look the same way, then you haven't grown, you haven't evolved, and you start to look a little bit backward. Okay, catch up. All right, so try to be on top of your game, and that is by constantly learning. So when your content is better, it appears better, you yourself, your confidence is up. When you know what you're talking about, you have scripted properly before filming a video, by the time you hit record, trust me, things will flow. You'll be able to talk more confidently. When you're engaging with other content creators in your niche, you're able to contribute, you're able to talk with like minds, share with them, and appear as a confident person. It's just like driving a car. Like the first time, if you don't know how to drive a car, when you go into the road, you're not going to be driving like a Lagos bus driver. You're not going to just be swerving from lane to lane feeling like a boss. You will not be hitting those high kilometers. Why? Because you don't have the knowledge. All right, you haven't mastered it yet. But by the time you become a pro on the road, okay, you're going to be, no bus driver can come in front of you. You say, Alaye, stop there. Okay, that's pretty much how it is when it comes to confidence. As a content creator, you have to get a lot of knowledge, master. Okay, always think of how you can master your craft, your niche, the art of being a content creator as well. It's not done in a day, but definitely it can be done in a couple of months, in a couple of years, and you can build your confidence level day by day. Another thing that has helped me, and I totally recommend, is start with what you're comfortable with. Now, I talk to some people and they tell me that, oh, they want to make vlogs, but they are not comfortable with vlogging. Okay, what are you comfortable with regards to content creation? If you're comfortable with making sit down videos, start with that. Not everyone started with making vlogs. Me, for example, I didn't do vlogs when I started out. I was not comfortable with making videos about my life. I felt like there was really no need for my life to be out there. I felt like it wasn't even interesting enough. So I'd rather watch other people's vlogs and then make my little sit down videos and just share my opinion on like different things. I was not comfortable with making vlogs, but after a while I grew into it. Now, I did not sit down and wait for the moment when I was comfortable before I started creating content. I continued with doing what I was confident and comfortable with. So for some of you, you can start off with vlogs because that way you're very comfortable with. Some people are not comfortable with sit down videos. They feel like they would forget what to say. They don't know how to speak for long, and that is fine. So while you're working on what you're comfortable with, you're creating content from what you're comfortable with, start working on how to create the other form of content that you want to create that you're not comfortable with. I don't know if you get me, but I started watching more vlogs intentionally to learn how to create vlogs. All right, so to learn how to create vlogs, to learn how to tell a story better in a vlog, how to make use of music, I started learning that on the side. So when I was ready to start creating vlogs, it was an easy transition for me to do because I already learned about it. You see why knowledge still comes into play. So always start with something. So just like when you're good at doing something, now I'm going to use cooking as an example. So let's say I'm very, very good at making jollof rice. I make like the best jollof rice, okay? And with fried rice, I'm not so comfortable with it, but I decide to. Now, the confidence that I have from making jollof rice will flow into fried rice. I mean, there is both rice, okay? Now, compare it to someone who never made jollof rice at all. Like you just said that, oh, when I'm ready, I'll learn how to make fried rice. Like you just would struggle more than someone who comfortably understands the principle of cooking. So if you're comfortable with just one type of content, then start with that. And from there, the confidence would flow into the other. And generally, you just grow to be a more confident content creator. Don't wait till you feel like the most confident person in the world. Most of the time, you're not going to feel confident until you start, to be honest. It's just like walking. You're really not going to move until you take the first step. So you just need to start, all right? And start with what you're comfortable with. So still linking to my previous point, practice makes perfect. That has to be my third point. Practice makes perfect. So this week I posted on my story that one of the secrets for making a great vlog is just to put your camera anywhere and record yourself. And people were like that, oh wow, I'm really shy, I don't know how to do that in public, I feel like people will be looking at me, this and that. And I just told, like, I think like 4 people replied that story, and I just told them like, practice makes perfect. Like, just actually start. Like, I actually used to be that person that would care if people are looking at me. When I started doing fashion, like pictures for my blog, then my first set of pictures, I took them in my compound. Farthest I went that time was my streets, like just outside the house, because I was very, very scared of, people looking at me outside. So I would just do it behind closed doors. But day by day, I started to move further from home and go outside to create content more. Now I'm like the most confident person. Like, I don't, in traffic, I would pose for that picture, do your worst. But if I never took the step outside my gate, it would have been a problem for me till date. So you have to try your possible best. It's just like every other art you want to learn. So practice makes perfect. Yes, your first video is, trust me, I've done a reaction to my first YouTube video. I'm probably going to leave a link to pop up on the screen. It was not perfect at all. It was horrible. My first YouTube video was not great, but now look at where I am. I edit better. I talk better. My camera quality is better. But all of that was not done in a day. It wasn't done by just sitting down and keeping my hands tied down. When you put yourself out there, you get feedback. Use that feedback to improve. Okay, when you put yourself out there, there's just this need for you to grow now that more people are seeing you. You understand? So it's like, just try your possible best to go further every single day. Don't be too comfortable doing one thing the whole time. Okay, try to push yourself out there. So you might not really be comfortable vlogging outside now. That's fine. Make your indoor videos. Okay, when you go outside, try to make 1 or 2 videos. You can go out to people that you're comfortable with so they can make videos of you, and little by little, just try. When next you go to a restaurant, just try put your, there's always this sometimes in some restaurants, right, there's this salt and pepper container on the table. Put your phone there, like nobody's looking at you. Or sometimes go to a restaurant and like pick the corner seats where you don't really have like people looking at you, or your camera won't be disturbing like some people. Maybe just some people, like when I go outside, because of harassment, I don't really like to record with my camera, so I'll use my phone. So if you're more comfortable using your phone, no problem, take your phone, put it at an angle, and maybe on the salt and pepper container. Even use the front camera light so you can be seeing yourself, and just record and do your thing. Like, that's it. And little by little, you become someone that in the middle of eco market, you can vlog. Okay, I'm not saying you should vlog in eco markets. Please, it's not your phone. It's not me and you. Okay, but just try and see how you can incorporate a little bit of what you want in your content day by day. Day by what? Day by day. I'm not telling you to become a full-blown, outside content creator in one day, but day by day you would get there. Now let's bring it home for my people who are creating sit down contents like this at home. I tell myself one simple thing: devices are non-living things. Okay, I'm looking at my camera. It's a beautiful Canon M15. I've made a lot of errors while filming this video. English has failed me a couple of times. My H factor has come out plenty times as I'm recording this video. Guess who never laughed? My camera. Like, my light is on here, do not laugh. My microphone is on here, do not laugh. These things are non-living things. So every time I film, I feel like it's just me. Like, and worst case, I'll laugh at myself, and it does not even pay me when I laugh at myself, duh. But these things are non-living things. So be free, relax. Sometimes you guys see the 1,000 followers you have, you see the 5,000 followers you have, you see the 10,000 followers you have. I see my camera. I see a Canon M50. I see my Rode mic. I see that. Like, that's really all I see when I'm recording. This has helped me a lot with making talking videos. So I calm my nerves. I'm not thinking of how many people are going to see this video. I'm literally just talking and trying to give out as much information as I can to my camera. I know that my camera can't hear me. Okay, it can hear me because it's speaking sound, but like, it can't react to me. So my nerves are relaxed. Like, I feel very chilled when I'm creating content. So if it means you saying that to yourself a couple of times before you start creating content, just breathe in and out and say, oh, my devices are not living things, my devices are not living things, and then relax your nerves and create. Even when I'm making my styling videos, nobody's with me, it's just my camera. If I fall down when wearing my heels, I'm going to laugh at myself, I'm going to get up, and I'm going to continue creating. So it's just you and your devices, and they are non-living things, and they would not laugh at you. You cannot watch, you cannot be embarrassed. So another tip is never personalize negative feedback. don't do it. Now, one thing that disrupts your confidence as a content creator is negative feedback. So there are times that this video was bomb. When you shot it, it was bomb. When you edited it, it was bomb. When you posted it, it was the bomb.com. Then somebody from nowhere will just give feedback. Maybe something about you don't even have to blend your makeup or something, and you start to see the video in a different light. Suddenly, all the imperfections in the video will come out. You realize that your shoe was in your background, you did not remove the pots in your background. All the imperfections will just come out in the video that you didn't see when you were filming, when you were editing, just because of one feedback. And that just destabilizes you as a content creator. You start to feel like, you know, am I actually good enough? Do I even know what I'm doing? Like, do I even know this fashion thing? I tell myself that a lot. Do I even know this fashion thing? My skin is not even that nice. Why am I even creating skincare content? Maybe I should just focus on getting my skin better before I create content. You start to tell yourself all those things, and you start to personalize feedback. Okay, now whenever someone gives you a negative comment or feedback, do not personalize it. Rather, see how you can use it to grow. So there was this particular YouTuber that when she started creating, she was sharing a lot of like gems, you know, about life, growing as a woman, you know, all these feminine tips and all. And some people would ignore the tips, and then they started commenting on how she doesn't know how to draw her brows and things like that. Now, her makeup is flawless. She's still speaking her truth and sharing her gems. Now she has a family, you know, she's sharing family content, all of that. Now, imagine if she personalized the feedback like, oh, your brows are horrible, and, you know, she decided to go back into her shell and not create again. You know, she won't be where she is today. She's signing like huge brand deals now, okay? So whenever you get feedback, try not to personalize it. Instead, you can use it to be something more. So there was a time I got a feedback about how, you know, in my styling videos, if you guys notice, I don't really change like shoes, even bags, because I don't really have a lot. I have a background story with bags, and most people don't understand it, and I don't think I want to make people understand it, to be honest. Why I'm not into bags at the moment like that. But like for shoes, I would just use one pair of shoes to like make video, as opposed to content creators that would change like 5 different shoes in a video, which is actually fine. But I come from a place of using what you have to create. Like, so no matter how big or how small my wardrobe is, I would always find a way to look good with it. And that's what I started pushing out to people. So I started getting feedback like, oh wow, I noticed that you didn't even change a pair of heels, and you know, that means my one pair of heels can work. Or some people can tell me sometimes that I don't even need to buy a new shoe, then I can just, you know, wear it with jeans or wear it with a dress and all of that. So that feedback that I got, I could have used it to feel very down, and then decide to go on a shopping spree to do keeping up with the Jones. That's what they call it, when you buy things just to please other people. I could have decided to do that, like just buy it and say, oh, because of one person's feedback that I don't even know whether the person is tweeting from an uncompleted building or commenting from an uncompleted building, I would now go and spend my house rent on buying a lot of shoes just so that I can prove to the person that, oh, I actually can have a lot of shoes. So don't personalize your feedback. That's basically what I'm trying to say. See how you can take it in and improve on it, or see how you can take it in and play it to be your strength, to be honest, baby, because sometimes what's making some other people's skin crawl is actually what's making some other people happy. What's that thing that they say, one man's meat is another man's poison? Okay, so please, if someone's poison is another person's meat, see how you can give the person the meat. All right, T for thanks. So now when it comes to being confident as a content creator, I've spoken a lot about what you can do to put yourself out there, like this appear confident. But another thing is when negotiating with brands. Now this is where confidence, you need it, like you over need it. You over need it. You need it. Now let me just put it that way. You need it a lot in this case, because sometimes when you're not confident, you start to drop your rate. You feel like you're not worth the money they're about to give you. You start to do backflip for a brand when they ask you just to jump. And yeah, it's good to over deliver, but there's always a limit to everything, okay? Everything should be done in moderation. I believe that so much. So when it comes to working with brands, you have to test your worth and then know it. Some of you don't know that you're selling these brands products because you just put up an ad and then you just go about your day. But try to test your worth. Okay, now this might sound a little bit weird, but now everyone has the links on story. Okay, so try and sell a product and then put out a link for people to either like sign up or for people to buy it, and then see how many people click on it. Try to do that once in a while. Now it doesn't have to be something that is paid. Okay, you get a new product, use it over a period of time, be putting up links on the story, click on it, save that data. So every time a brand comes to you and you feel like, I might not even sell up to 10 bottles of their products, you have proof that probably over 100 people clicked on that link on your story. All right, that means people are really interested in what you're putting out there. Now, when you test your work, you're getting feedback from your audience too. Everything just boosts your confidence. So when a brand should come to you to say, oh, we'll give you free products, things like that, you're able to say, no, I know that I'm going to sell your products to my audience because of this, 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 and this. And you're coming back at them with some data. And trust me, I work in marketing. Data is what sells. Data is what drives decisions, okay? Data is what convinces people. So it's great to have that when talking to a brand. Some of them can already see this data before they reach out to you. So that's why some of them skip the broom and they just go to, oh, your rates. And they're like, oh, okay, send an invoice, because they know that you can deliver. However, there are some that don't really know. And those ones sometimes might want to play on your lack of confidence, or let me just say, if you're naive, they might want to play on it. But when you know for a fact that you can deliver great content that gets saves, look at your insights, all right? Use your insights to cushion yourself that people are saving your content. One save means one person found it valuable. 10 saves means 10 people found it valuable. And you need to stop looking at those things as numbers, but actually human beings. So now 50 people, I don't think 50 people can fit into my parlor. I'm not sure, but even if they're going to fit in, it's probably going to be very, very crowded. Now, if 50 people share my post, they found it valuable and they want other people to see it. 100 people save, 100 people can fit into my parlor. Like, I'm actually seeing these numbers as people, not just as numbers. Because when I see some content creators complain like, oh, I'm not getting likes, and I go to their page and I'm seeing the likes and I'm like, like, I don't get it. Like, do you understand that these are actually people double tapping? That is, they watch the content and they double tapped. Now, some of you get like 2,000 likes and you feel like, my likes are not good, this and that. Now, imagine if you were to do a live show and 2,000 people showed up to watch that video. Come on. Like, you start to appreciate the work that you do more and give yourself a pat on the back. So see it less as numbers, but more as people. And I think that will help you generally with your confidence. So you're able to see that your content is actually going a long way and you feel better as a content creator. So that's pretty much it for this video. Those are the tips that I have to share with you guys. Let me know if you have more tips in the comment section, or which of these tips can you say have really, really worked for you. Be sure to share this video with another content creator, and you know, try to add like a really nice note to it. Just say, hi, I really like your content, and in case you're ever struggling with your confidence as a content creator, I think you should watch this video, and just paste the link and share it to them. And if you're not a content creator, even if you're a content creator, try to give other content creators like a tap on the back, like their comments, share their, I said comment, Jesus, like their content rather. Like their content, share their content. If they're promoting a brand, try to see how you can support the brand and say, oh, hi, I came from Tiwa. Tiwa posted your picture or posted a video from your page and I came to your page to buy. Things like that. It just helps a lot with making these content creators feel better, dropping in a message if they are not online, like, oh babe, what's up? I've not seen your content in a while. All of these things are just hugs and kisses, and they just feel good and boost our confidence as content creators. Yeah, so if you want to boost my confidence as a content creator, please like and subscribe. Yeah, but I'll see you guys in my next video.